Hello and welcome to the show. I am back on my summer car. We are currently at the shop, and having just passed inspection, the little Satsuma has got a kind of shortish drive to get home. Fingers crossed, we can get back. No trouble. I'm going to do a couple of things before we set off. So if we can get the boot open. We're not going to do this game again, are we, car? If we can get the boot open. I actually don't know if we need anything from here. Come to think of it, my toolkit's inside the car, isn't it? My plan is we are oh dear. The shopping bag has exploded. I'm guessing when you save and quit to menu, the shopping bag doesn't remain there. Alright. Oh, the beer's fallen off the back seat as well. So, the plan... Ooh. Ah, that's really cool. Does the driver's seat do that? No, apparently not. Okay, that's quite nifty. Anyway, the plan is, so we're going to need to take care of a couple of needs before we go. I am going to mess about with the beer case because I can't get it to sit how I want it to. We'll just take it from that. We'll have a couple of drinks, sort out our thirst meter. We'll have a bit of food, and then we're going to try and tune the carburetor slightly before we set off. Actually, let's get the engine warmed up while we're sat here. So, if we go... Turn that on, pull that out. You can just sit there and warm up. Let's have another beer, and then we'll have some food. Then we will, tune the carburetor. I think we need to make it a little bit lean. I seem to remember it was belching black smoke last time out, so... it's not stayed started, has it, bugger? Maybe we will have to enter driving mode, just give it a little bit of a rev. Okay, here we go. There we go, car. Now, if you could just stay running, we have got the choke fully out, yeah? Get you up to temperature, we'll put the choke back in again. Just please stay running, car. Yeah. It doesn't like me not being in driving mode and doing this. Maybe there is something not quite happy with the engine. And that is distinctly possible. Remember, this is my car we're talking about here. I wonder if there's an electrical problem. I don't know why there would be. Let's have a check. Something's not happy in here. This was definitely happier on the journey over. It's never... There is always something with this Satsuma. Right, let's have a look. I mean, that's still on. I mean, if we snapped the belt, there would be very angry me going on. Although, admittedly, if we had snapped the belt, I would... What was that? Was that just a glitchy shadow or something as I moved around? Yeah, there. Oh. Oh. Ooh, Okay, we seem to have a problem with the exhaust. Now, I definitely tightened the bolts to the manifold, but it is looking suspiciously like they are not tightened any... Or maybe it's just because that's resting on it. Let's get that out first. Maybe move that seat back. How can we get to the toolkit? Something is unhappy in all of this. Open that. Get the sausages out of the way. Oh, everything's going very glitchy. Game, if I could just get my... Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Ah, that's probably why, because I'm in the wrong hand mode. That's the one. Right, are you still glitching out in their exhaust? It looks like that's come undone. Now, I don't know whether that was me forgetting to do it up, or whether it's just gone undone over time. Because, you know, I don't really know how, like, wear on parts work in this car. Because I'm sure stuff is going to go over time. But let's just do that back up. Maybe that is what has been causing us issues. That's the wrong bolt, isn't it? Maybe that's what's been giving us such awful performance if we've not got our exhaust working. I can't, unfortunately, go underneath the car and do this. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I tightened these up when we first put it on, because I was in the pit underneath and you know, looking at the stuff. Apparently, none of these are the right... I also would not advise doing this, you know, work on the exhaust manifold, having just run the car, because this is going to be absurdly hot. No, they are done up. But that looks really wonkily on there. That looks really dodgy to me. I don't know about you. That looks really dodgy indeed. Maybe it is just the way the toolkit was glitching through the bottom of the car, knocking the exhaust about. We have got the whole exhaust on, yeah? Yeah, the whole exhaust is still on. Why is that? It was working fine. It was absolutely working fine earlier. Let's just try something. Let's go and... where is the thing for that? There we go. We're just going to turn that back some. In fact, can we actually have a check just to make sure that it is doing something? Yeah, is that actually moving that? Can't tell. Normally you can tell because the little icon. Yeah, okay, it's ever really hard to tell on that, but it is ever so slightly spin. So we turn that back a fair bit. Let's try and get you started again. Don't know why you're not. Okay, so that's really not wanting to start at all like that. So maybe maybe we're going the wrong way. Maybe we're going the wrong way. So we'll scroll it back some. I guess I have still got the choke on again, but I could do with at least getting it started and warm up, and then I can faff with the damn thing. Because I can't even get it to start at the moment. Right. Let's try again. What is going on with this car? Okay, so we just can't seem to get the damn thing to idle properly. So if I just very, very gently, I mean, I don't want to do too much revs at all with the car. We can just get it on and running. We've definitely got plenty of fuel because we filled it up last time. Okay, now if I leave it, are we just going to turn off? Leave driving mode. What on earth is going on with this? Why are you unhappy with me? It's got to be something with this. It's got to be something with the carburetor, I would imagine. Because anything else, I think, would have different symptoms. Or it wouldn't at least be stalling out. It would be making noise, or something else would be happening. I don't know how on earth this was working absolutely fine before. Oh. We're not even in driving mode, are we? Right, enter back to driving mode. Car. Car? Okay, something's really not happy now. It's not even turning on properly. Let's try putting that back in a second. Ah, okay, I'm not in driving mode, that's why. Okay, I thought I was. I was not in driving mode, that's why I wasn't being able to get to the throttle quick enough. Right, car. Okay, we're going to really sit. I'm going to have to just sit here and watch the temperature gauge. And wait until. And just sort of keep ever so lightly not letting it go too low on the. What's it called? On the rev gauge. Just enough till it gets up to temperature, and then I'm hoping I can leave it. And then we can maybe sort out the carburetor. This is really weird. I don't know what's going on with my car. It was so well behaved. We made it all the way over here without, well, too much problem. I mean, yeah, we lost the what's it called. I mean, I surely would have thought if there were these bigger issues, it would have come up in the inspection. It would have failed the inspection. I know, you know, the guy just walked around and poked it. However, I believe the game will check all of the, you know, it will actually, the workings of the game will check and make sure other bits are okay. So I don't know how it could have passed inspection and now not run at all. It just won't idle. Come on, I'm gonna. And this is thrilling videoing at the moment. I'm going to be honest. We're sitting here. It's starting to get night. I'm worried about my fatigue again because, well, that's just how things seem to have gone here. We've got to wait for the temperature gauge to go up so I can hopefully leave it without faffing about with the choke. Sort out the carburetor. We might just have to try and drive home and pray that we can make it home without it all breaking. That has been my plans for this episode are very, very quickly derailed here because this won't idle. Okay, so if we leave this now, that's I guess up to it's not far off in terms of temperature. Okay, we're out of the car. And the exhaust seems okay. We definitely haven't got it on the choke anymore. We are still working. That belt is still working. That's all still going. Don't think it's an electrical problem. As far as I can... I mean, again, if it was, I don't know why it was idling fine before. We're not banging around, so I don't think the fuel mixture is too lean. I don't know what on earth that was. I guess they were talking in the pub or something. What is going on? Sorry, I'm going to leave my car running over there. Or maybe it was just them saying that the shop's closed. Well, at least the pub's open. It sounds okay. It seems to be running okay now. That was really odd. I'm going to say that whatever I did has fixed the carburetor. Oh, I look forward to that air-fuel ratio gauge getting here, and then we can know for sure what it's running. We're not going to take this back to the shop when the post comes. That much is for sure. To be fair, I do actually need to take the septic truck up this way because I need to get diesel for it. So that is going to be my excuse. Not because I'm trusting this car less and less. This does seem to be running okay now. That was a little bit scary and a little bit uncalled for. That boot is going to close eventually. It's just got to do it slow-mo while it's trying to rearrange the innards. There we go. Well, at least the alcohol's worn off, I guess. That is something. Okay. Car. Oh, that's not the right way. Door. Shut. Driving mode. Entered. Sort out our camera. Everything seems to be up to temperature. And we, with a little bit of wheel spin, shall set off for home. I apologise, it has taken us 10 minutes to make any progress. I think it's kind of understandable, though. We had some weirdness going on with the car, and I don't really want to set off with weirdness going on with our car. That just doesn't fill me with confidence, basically. Down here. Right, slowly bring the car... Oh, everything is locked up. We are still running, so it's not... I don't think it's a part fallen off. If we've still got drive out of here... We have still got drive out of here. Not a huge amount of drive, mind. Okay, maybe it was just me being a bit too aggressive on the brakes. Got to be a little bit careful there with that one. Oh dear. Okay. I would be tempted to push this car and see what we can do down the motorway. There's music coming from the tuned-up saloon car. However, I am also acutely aware of the issues we're having at the moment, and I don't really want to push my luck. So, perhaps we should have got performance parts rather than faffing around. I guess the gauges are kind of needed, really. The gauges are quite important at the end of the day to get with the air-fuel ratio one. The other ones perhaps not so much, but they're just a nice thing to have that you can keep an eye on, just to make sure that everything is all working. I want the post to come faster. As anyone who has ever ordered car parts or anything else, important that they've needed or quite desperately wanted, yeah, post is always a nightmare, and I don't know how long it takes in this game. I would love it for it to be next day, but I doubt it will be. Oh, this journey. Like, I've done this journey now a few times. I've done it off camera. I've done it with the septic truck. I've done it off camera a couple of times with the van for various supplies. I've done it with the septic truck when I was earning money. This journey, I suspect, is going to be most terrifying now that we are in the Satsuma, because a lot can go wrong here. When you're in the septic truck, or the van for that matter, doesn't matter if you roll it, because they're near enough indestructible. With this, I'm already not trusting it because of the weirdness with it not wanting to idle properly. Oh, bugger, that's the turn that I need. Also, I go on the brakes and everything just locks up. That's really peculiar. Right, let's go. I think there's plenty of space here to turn around. Oh, we're really struggling on performance. I'm going to be honest here. We wanted that turning quite badly. The brakes are absolutely... We've got the brakes working. We've now got them working so well that everything locks up as soon as you touch them. That I've also not made the turn. Oh, this is really awkward not being able to look around. Please don't bang. Please don't break any more suspension parts or anything important. You know what I said about this being bloody terrifying? We've done like 3 corners. Now I've made the car road legal, I'm more worried of it than before. Like, the journey to the shop I was okay with, but now it is all utterly terrifying. Come on, car. I mean, we haven't got too far. This route here is not actually too far to get from the town to my house. It's not like the other route around the top past Lopi and everything. That is a slightly longer route. But we are only talking like 3... Actually, it's probably only like 1.5 kilometres. Now we're on this dirt. I think it was 3 kilometres to Lopi, and we turn off halfway around. We do have a little bit of a drive back to our house, but yeah, it's only going to be like a 1.5 kilometres. But in that 1.5 kilometres, any number of awful things can happen. We can roll, we can crash, we can come head-on with that little green hatchback, the tiny hatchback that's whizzing around these roads. We've already run into once. I'm having a sneaking suspicion he didn't move out of the way for the tractor. He's probably not going to move out of the way for me, so if we see him, we have to dive off of the road. Now, if our only options are crash into him or crash into a tree, the tree is the slightly more appealing option. Okay, there's just some ambient... I was worried for a second there was a funny noise coming from my car. And actually listened to it. No, it's just ambient dog noises. Car is really, really struggling for performance. Now, I don't know whether this is I've done something wrong setting up the car, or whether this is just how the standard one drives, because I think the septic truck is quicker. Yes, the septic truck has a very big engine, but it is also very, very heavy. This has a little engine, but weighs, I would imagine, not much. Considering the ease at which I was pushing it around, I'd imagine it would weigh not very much at all. Although I also can't decide if perhaps it does feel a little slower driving this car at times as well, as Speedo is having a little bit of a seizure at about 60 miles an hour. We're about sticking to speed limit, not because I'm actually full throttle at the moment in the car. It's probably not a wise idea to really push the vehicle. I know we're in quite a high gear. I'm kind of doing that to save the engine. I don't know how much abuse it will take before it'll go bang. And considering we've only got standard parts on this car, I'm not going to push my luck. Come on, little car. We can make it. Sure, there's going to be our turning sooner rather than later around here. We're also going to have to think about putting on our lights in a minute. But that is a dangerous procedure because I'm driving on a controller and can't... The same reason why I can't really look around to see around corners very easily is the same reason why putting on lights or wipers, for that matter, is dangerous, because I've got to take my hand off the controller to go on or find the mouse and then look around look around the cabin, I should say, and find the light. I think I could probably do it if it gets really desperate. We're not quite at the madcap or mad rush back home because we're about to die of fatigue. We're getting towards that level, though. We're a little bit thirsty as well. I think we're going to be okay, though. This is... If we need to, if stuff gets desperate, we can start driving the car like a lunatic. At the moment, I'm just sort of thinking of preserving the car, so I don't need more work than we already have to do on the vehicle. I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I think what I have done has worked on the carburetor. We're not belching black smoke. It seems to be a greyer smoke out the back. We're also not popping and banging, so we know we're not running too lean, which is a positive on the car. Oh, that's a little bit of a scrape down there. We're up to 5,000 RPM with this engine. I really don't want to race it hard and risk overheating it and blowing the engine up, because there is an upgraded radiator, which I would really quite like. I feel like that would be quite an important thing to have on our car before we start going racing hard, because that's something that would be quite easy to overheat this vehicle and give it some issues. What am I doing? Stop being an idiot. Stop being an idiot. Just drive it sensibly. I think I saw our turning up ahead. Yes, I did. Oh, we are so nearly home. We are so nearly home, little Satsuma. Now, let's not completely overshoot this corner. Let's actually try and stick on the dirt path. There we go. We're around the corner. And it is a glorious sunset that we are looking directly at. We've got the full Forza effect right now on here. I did also see a few people saying that they wish we could get rid of the fuzzy dice. They annoy the hell out of me as well, because they block off half of my rearview mirror and smack you in the face and fill up a load of camera space. I wish you could. As far as I know, there's no way of taking them off. If anybody does know of a way of getting rid of them, please do let me know, because I would be happy to throw them away. I have tried, but it never came up with any sort of option to do anything with them. With the stuff that I tried, there might be a secret way of doing it. I don't know, basically. This road, I have traversed this road so many times. I've traversed this road so many times in various vehicles. Never has it felt longer than in the Satsuma. I guess perhaps when we were dying in the middle of the night with the muscle car, that did feel quite long getting down here, but that did have a bit more performance, I think, than this. It's just the constant listening. The listening for something going crash, something going bang, or something falling off the car. Woo! Okay, we're getting a little bit hot. Maybe we'll just stick you into fourth and kind of cruise our way. Yeah, temperature gauge has gone up. You know what I was talking about the radiator? We could... this is not particularly happy, this car. We've got a few corners to go. I guess it's not shot to the very top. Car, if you want to wait until we get home, and then if you break down, I'm okay. I mean, I'm not okay, but I'll be more okay than if you break down here. At least I guess we are within sort of walking distance. Oh, we do really seem to have lost all performance completely now. That little sort of burst of speed, I say burst of speed, I literally went full throttle. I went full throttle in low gears for a very, very short amount of time, and that has apparently got our car quite warm. Oh, well, I see our home now. If we break down, we can tow it with the septic truck until we are back. Ah, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy on our way here. I've got to put it down again because we're struggling. We're literally struggling to do 40 kilometres an hour. We are home, though. We have made it back. I think our steering is actually straight on here. It's just, ooh, the awful controller I've got going on here. I'm not even going to park it in the garage. I'm not going to risk crashing it in the pit with our broken steering. Let's just leave driving mode for a minute. Give it a quick check over. Can't see that we are missing any obvious parts. We'll just lift the bonnet up. Just having a good listen in here. It seems okay. I'm not trusting this radiator at all after that journey. Because that was quite a scary... well, I say it was a scary moment. I'd just rather the car wasn't doing that. We'll probably have to check the coolant once everything's cooled down. I don't know what happens if you open the radiator when it's all warm. I don't know whether that's going to upset the car or not. Oh, I don't want to... I just wanted to do that. I don't want the tow rope. Not yet. Not at the moment we don't. I'm going to say that it's alright for now. We'll come back to it. We'll have to fiddle around with everything. Let's turn off the ignition. Okay. Well, good news. We've made it back. We've made it back. There was a little bit of a faff trying to get it to start and get it to run neat. I think it's running nicer, but it is really down on performance. And I'm not 100% sure why. I'm not sure if that's my fault with awful tuning, whether something's broken in the car, quite what it is. However, yeah, it's a little bit dinged, a little bit dented. I'm not even sure where that's from. I will at some point. Just cheat and redo the damage on this, because it gets bent if you look at it funny, so... Yeah, let's go and do the important things of the day. Right, we're going to reconnect our phone, because if we want to do a job, we're going to need it. So I'm going to click on that. We are going to have some drink, because we are quite desperately in need of drink. I don't even need to press F, it's just kind of drinking that one automatically. We're probably going to need to have a wee before we go to bed. And then we shall get some rest. See what tomorrow brings. See whether it brings post for car parts. See what jobs we can... be doing, earn a little bit more money, because we're going to need a lot more if we're going to be upgrading our car, because our car is currently a pile of just about working crap. I think it is, as I've been saying all along with building it, it will do, and the car will run awfully. It will run awfully. To be fair, I say that, it might be just that's how bad the car is. I could just be expecting a bit too much of it. I don't know which way it is. Sleep time. Going to be a nice Monday morning, hopefully, when we wake up. We will probably have to go to the sauna. Ooh! There's a phone going on. I bet that's going to be a drunk guy needing a lift, isn't it? Because it's night time here. Maybe it's 4 AM. What is the time? What is the time? I can't see. It's too dark in there. Hello? I am going to murder. If I went up there... I don't know if that automatically wakes you up or quite what it is. It's not that you've even put a dot on my maps. Oh, I guess I pick you up from the pub, but it's not like you put a dot on my map as to where you need to go. Sometimes it does, sometimes it just doesn't seem to work. If that has woken me up, I'm not going to be happy. Not going to be happy with you. It is... Oh, it's bloody 2 AM. There's nothing I can do at 2 AM. It's... I've kind of just got to wait until phone calls arrive. So, yeah, if we turn that on... I don't know why. There's no real point. Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do until we've got sort of fatigue enough that we can go back to sleep again. In fact, car can stay out there because it's going to be too much of an arse ache moving it around again. I just don't want to mess with stuff. We can have a look at respraying our car and deciding quite what bits we want to be black and what bits we want to be orange until we get the main sort of parts come through, because I think we had the body kit ordered, didn't we? I can't remember though, to be honest with you. We did already paint the boot black. This probably would have been better to do in the daylight. But again, if we can just wait, it's just a case of waste some time. Right, is that the whole car now is black? Yes, it looks like I've picked up a different colour can to the previous one. But there we go. Bloody depth perception. Just fine, you know what, go over there. I don't care anymore. I do not care. Right, let's go for an orange bonnet. Let's go, because I didn't really want a black bonnet because it's just such an overdone thing. Oh, okay, no, we've opened the bonnet. How is that done? I remember I didn't just slam it properly last time. There we go. Got an orange bonnet. Maybe we have an orange front end. Maybe we have an orange front end. That would look cool. Yeah, I'm quite liking it, actually, at the moment. Maybe we just have an orange front end. We will have to... can we go to sleep yet? That is the bigger question, really. Right, if we go to F and then we go... Right, we're going to play bowling. Or Skittles, whatever you want to call it, with the other cans. Here we go. And launch! Not quite enough. Not enough. Too far away. Please let there be enough fatigue to sleep again. No, I want to go back to sleep! I want to go back to sleep. Bugger it. I guess we can probably drive. Here's a test, actually. Here is a test. If we go... I can't really see what I'm bloody doing. So if we pull the choke out, I think that's the choke out. Is there an interior light? There is in the truck. I don't think there is in this. Okay, then, car. If we enter driving mode... Yeah, okay, so that's immediately stalling out on me again, isn't it? We're not. Are we in driving mode? Yeah, we are in driving mode, so it's not even letting me get the throttle going quick enough here for this. Okay, there we go. We have got that going at least. Oh. There we go. Once we're in gear, we seem to be okay. If we just pull it far enough forward... okay, I'm at a really wonky angle and I don't want to drive in the pit. I think we're... I'm at a wonky camera angle. The car angle's okay. Just at a wonky camera angle now. Right, if we just leave that there... To be fair, the engine is actually up to temperature. Because we left it overnight and the game doesn't kind of adjust further considering that it's been sat there for however many hours. Okay. Thank you to the people that suggested doing an orange front end. I saw a few different suggestions about what I should do with the car. Some said sort of orange front end. Some said have like a black front end to make it look like a Dodge Dart. I like that suggestion. That was really cool. I thought it just stalled. No, it does seem to be running better now. I think I know why some of the black bits are in a different colour. Because I use like a matte for some parts. Like the fenders that were matte. And, oh, what's this one I've picked up? We've got blue? No? Okay, that should come out black. Oh, I think it's just the way it's looking, spraying it through that bit there. Yeah, I love the suggestions for the different colours. I actually really like having the orange front end on it. If I hadn't liked it, I would have probably tried the Dodge Dart one, because that sounded like fun, even though it's not quite my colour schemes. We could have had sort of the black front end with the grey rest of the car. I might change it. We might change it regularly, and when we get the bodywork parts, then we will definitely have a go with that. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, though. That looks cool. Right, let's go and switch it off. It seems to be running a bit better. God, who knows? We'll have to get the racing parts. Right, hopefully that is enough fatigue to take us back to bed. Yes, it is. Okay, so we will sleep till morning, then we will go to the sauna, and hopefully we will then have a job to go and do. Excellent. Maybe our parts will have arrived. It's later in Monday. Maybe our parts will have arrived. We're hungry, we're dirty, so we'll go sort that out. As I said before, I don't know if you can die of dirtiness. Nobody's actually told me. Normally when I say these odd things, people will come out and tell me whether I'm right or wrong, and no one has told me whether you can die of dirtiness yet. So I don't know, but I'm not going to push my luck. Having got this very far with the car, having got everything kind of working and okay, I'm not going to push my luck with dying of dirtiness, which I would assume the game would do it with some form of disease. Go away, you. Apparently, I have heard you can die from... If you're on the phone in a thunderstorm and there's a lightning strike, you can die from that, quite amusingly. There is an achievement for it as well, I saw. We should probably close that door as well, otherwise all of the steam will escape. Never simple. Never simple, this game. We will also sprint out the door if we hear the phone go. I'm really praying we can get a nice job in the right place. Sort of a nice relaxing sauna trip. Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the stage where I've almost done everything there is to do with my summer car. I'm going to go take it rallying at some point. I think off camera I'm probably going to earn a bunch of money and order in the rest of the performance parts. We will give it a bit of a drive around with all the upgraded bits. I don't know how much power it's putting out at the moment. I read somewhere from stock it's like 120. Probably if it's well tuned, it might be like 100. I think 130 springs to mind, but I don't know where I read that. With all the performance parts, I believe it can get a lot more. But again, I don't know how much. So yeah, at some point we will go and run it and see how fast we can get it up to. There is some drag racing we might go and do as well with the car. So yeah, after that though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we are going to kind of take this series. I think we're going to be case of sitting around. Whenever I don't want people to call me, we get stacks of calls. When I do want people to call me, we get nothing. Let's have a look now. We're in daylight at our car. Ah, we've got doors to do, of course. Couldn't really see in the light. We will go and paint the doors, the black. Do we want matte black? I think I prefer this finish that we've got going on at the moment. I think I do. There we go. That door there looks cool. And over this side, we will do that. Do we go... I quite like white wheels, actually, on the car. Yeah, I think we'll keep them. We'll keep the wheels as they are. I'm liking the look of the car. Hey, we actually managed to kind of... Let's see if we can play Skittles with this. Right. You go there. We will crouch down and fire! There you can! Things to do in the garage. Can we throw a sledgehammer at it? This is probably not going to work. Fire! No, we can't really throw a sledgehammer very far. Useless. Ooh, idea. I've got distracted. I'm waiting for a phone call, so bugger it. We're going to throw stuff around the garage. As you do. What is the best for playing Skittles with stuff? Oh, the clock is pretty good. You can throw the clock pretty far. Okay, here we go. Go for trick shots and to the shelf. The trick shot worked. Look at that. It actually landed the right way up. We can pick it up even. That's cool. Right, radiator. Not radiator. Be an interesting radiator, this one. I'm going to be talking and having way too much fun throwing stuff around the garage to actually hear the phone go off. Right, through the spray paint. No, we're going to be closer, aren't we? Okay, maybe we should go from here. Fire! Hey! I don't know if that's a strike or not. It'll do. And to the shelf. I don't know if that's going to still work. Oh, no. Jump. Pick it up. There we go. You can rest down here. I suspect now we've wasted all of Monday, basically. I think, because we slept through until... we just slept all at awkward times. Because I think it's going to be now too late for anyone to call us. Isn't it? Well, I got distracted, throwing stuff around the garage, being incredibly concerned an entire journey that shouldn't really take particularly long because my car has been not massively cooperative. Yeah, I don't know. Something seems funky with that. We're going to sort of wait around, I think, until we get the air fuel gauge before we do any more driving of that Satsuma. Oh, no. Oh, piss. Oh, bugger. That's not good. Oh, dear. Didn't mean to jump down here because I know we're going to have... Oh, no! There's a phone call and I can't get out of my pits. No. No. Someone answer that! Someone answer that, please. Oh, piss. I'm wedged. Oh, god damn it. We have to go for this. This is going to be really dodgy. No, quick, don't hang up. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. We're through. I pushed the bumper off. Run, dude. Run. Hello. Please tell me it's car parts. Yes, it is car parts. Fantastic. Okay, it's a little bit late in the evening. You can pick them up from the store. Okay. That's good. I'm just going to let this cycle through the whole conversation because I don't want it to forget or anything. Yeah, okay. Right, so they're there. Can we put that back down? The time is now 7 o'clock. Is that 7 in the evening? Yeah, it looks like it. So, what I'm thinking... At least our car is now in a place where we can kind of faff around. If I save the game... I don't quite know if I now save the game... whether we have to wait for that phone call again or whether they're going to be up the shop from now on. Don't quite know how that works. I equally don't want to go now because it's going to be night time, so by the time I get there the shop's going to be closed and then I have to faff about and come back again probably, and yeah. Okay, here is the plan. We are going to save the game and tomorrow, or whenever the next episode of this comes out, will be the adventure off to get the car parts. Hopefully, we can pick up a job actually before we go, so we can do a job with the truck, get some money, get the parts, pay for the parts, and fill up the truck as well. That sounds like a plan that we are going to go and do. So, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, you have my disgusting, disgusting toilet. Goodbye.